Here we go. It's gonna be a scary night since we were not a scary night. Anyways, today we are working on a Mitsubishi that was diagnosed in another shop that had head gasket problems, and that's why the car wouldn't turn over or start. This car, there's a few things whenever they tow the vehicle, just to keep it on the safe side. We had to do check out a few things before we try to start the vehicle, or in order to not cause any further damage. But anyways, so the customer took it to the dealership actually, and they told him, wow, we do have that shit. So anyways, took it to the dealership, and they told him the head gasket needs to be replaced. Now, we did a dry start pretty much just to see if the block would turn over or would create pressure. So we checked the pressure on the cylinders, and the first thing that we noticed as soon as we took out the spark plugs, there was oil. So the spark plugs, as you can see here, they have not been serviced in a long time. His vehicle has 45,000 miles on it, so it has never. Yeah, you can see it. It's pretty bad. So definitely a tune-up is going to be needed on this case. But we did notice there's oil on the cylinder, on where the spark plug goes, so on top. So it's because of the valve cover. So that's one issue. So there is something that is leaking, but it's not the head gasket. It has compression. What we're doing right now is actually another test to see if there's a blown head gasket, or if there's a leak, something that could cause the vehicle to run hot. So let me just drop my spark plug. Anyways, so what we're doing here, we have a cooling system tester that you can get from Snap-on. Well, mine is Snap-on, but the part code is SBT 272. Let's see. There you go. That's one of the most common. I would say a lot of technicians carry this ones. They're not too expensive to be Snap-on, but they're pretty precise. They're pretty good. Nothing against any other company, but they're all good tools. But this is the most common one I use. A friend told me about it, so I got one too, and Snap-on. So it's a good write-off on your business. But anyways, here you go. I did so you have different fittings on your tester and such. So you're gonna find the one that goes on this vehicle. So this one we already have one adapter already put, and we have to pump it. So pretty much I'm going to show you how to release the pressure on this one. We're going to start again. I'm going to release the pressure on the system. You're going to see, let's see, might be able to see something there. Anyways, just see how the pressure drops there. I'm depressurizing the system. Now I'm going to tighten it up again, and we're going to pump. So it's not the best video here, but anyways, let's see if I can line up a good position. Anyways, there you go. So anyways, you're gonna have the pressure tester. You're gonna pump it just like a bicycle pump, and anyways, so you're gonna pump it to 15 psi. If it retains to 15 psi, you're gonna leave it for at least 10 to 15 minutes is a good time just to determine if there's a leak in the system. If the pressure drops below 15 psi I would say if it drops below 10, you definitely have a big leak. If it takes a long time in order for it to go below 10 psi or 15 psi, then you have something minor, possibly just even the seal on the cooling tester might be leaking. So it's nothing severe. But anyways, this one we already checked the cooling system. It was retaining past 30 minutes. The battery had a lot of corrosion. It was swollen, so for sure, we couldn't just say it was just a battery, because we wanted to do further testing. We checked the timing, make sure that this one is belt driven, it's not chain driven. So sometimes it can happen where it'll skip, and we want to check that there's compression on the heads, like an open valve or anything that was bent. But anyways, the main issue on this one was the battery. Actually, the battery was just bad. So wherever they took it, they were definitely going to drain them. But what I did already, I told the customer, we had to at least clean the mass airflow sensor. The air filter was not too dirty, so we just blew that off. We replaced the spark plugs. He's definitely gonna have to do a valve cover gasket on it. It is leaking oil. Definitely oil change. But the car, as soon as we put the what do you call it, the battery and the spark plug, started right up. No problem. Really, it has really good compression. It's not going to be a head gasket for sure. But if your car has been diagnosed with a serious damage and or something internally, let us know. We can give you a second opinion on that and save you a lot of money in the case like this guy. But anyways, if you have any issues, please give us a call. 281-678-7494. Auto Helpers.